If I told you that Generation 3 holds the biggest new addition to the series, would you believe it? Its impacts are felt as late as, today actually. The fact that you can say this about every new feature that was added from Generation 3 shows how absolutely pivotal this generation was to the series. I'd love to get the stone rolling though, but why the f*** is there so much distance that has to be traveled so far to show it off? Can't even start this long journey without being stopped by the 2 interviewers who get their ass kicked so hard their cue cards scatter about. How about we end this whole charade once and for all? See what I mean? Just that hot! And now I'm not, cause this rain is putting my flames out. And that's not even the worst of it, because we're still not halfway there. There's more tall grass to get through, which at least they left us a path this time to walk through and bike through, more routes, more trainers, and a group of aqua grunts giving away their plans to raid Mount Pyre. Thanks for making your defeat that much easier. Even still, this journey isn't over because there's still 2 open slots in my team. And we now have access to the 2 locations of the Pokemon I want to use. You know what that means, right? Yeah, one of these generations is going to put a stop to this eventually. The thing about Team Aqua, and Magma for that matter, is they're kind of colorblind. At the top of Mount Pyre, once you get to its peak, Archie doesn't even take the blue orb. He takes the red orb for some reason. I'll explain why this is, and it's reversed in the remakes. In response, the couple gives you, a random trainer, the opposite orb. Again, for some reason. It's a lot of trust you put into someone that you don't even know. But with the red orb in hand, Aqua steals Captain Stern's submarine in Slateport and gathers in their Lily Cove hideout. Time for the usual kid raids an evil team's hideout without repercussions. Funny how the Pokemon universe plays this on repeat. The Lily Cove hideout is pretty simple once you get the hang of things. There are 2 paths to take. Both use teleporter pads to get around the hideout, which you shouldn't have a problem with. The first one leads you to the only Master Ball in the entirety of the Pokemon franchise where it's found on the ground, rather than being given to you. The other path leads to the waterway where the submarine sits, but it's being blocked by the Aqua admin Matt. You can defeat him as fast as you can, but it don't mean shit because all he's doing is stalling so Archie can escape. I would too if my admins looked like this. But the issue here is Archie can't be chased underwater. It would help if the HM for dive wasn't across the ocean in Moss Deep, but hey, what can you do? They didn't lie. There really is too much water, and I barely waded through the surface. There's still like 16 more water routes to go, and I'm already sick of it. I can't even turn my flames off because I'm so wet. Don't give me that look. I'm weak to water. At least the gym nears, which means getting the HM for dive isn't too far off. Well, I gotta make sure I don't miss anything beforehand. Thrash is someone worth subscribing to. He said he felt hot during the battle. And I gotta say, I agree. That much power is worth the follow. Holy fucking glaze. But to detour back to what I originally said at the start of all this, the gym shows off the new double battles. This battle type left such an impact that even the official competitive format runs this battle type. I wish Liza and Tate weren't the only gym battle to feature an actual stipulation though. Every other gym battle is a simple single battle, yet theirs is the only one to feature something different. Well, I mean, the battle result wasn't different. Gabby had a point. When I hit my stride, there's no stopping me. Sorry, twins, but I gotta go find a cavern and kick a pirate's ass. But even further beyond double battles, abilities and natures brought about another way a Pokemon's strengths in battle could be powerful. Just look at Pokemon such as Azumarill or Medicham, who are carried by their huge and pure power abilities respectively. Talonflame was made by its ability before it was turned to shit after it got nerfed. Same thing with Greninja and Protean. But on top of that, you can use natures to lean into a specific stat to really maximize your build. Really, Generation 3 optimized a lot when it came to Pokemon battling. Hell, even the quality of life updates were helpful as hell. The run and shoes are the best example, because now you ain't stuck getting on your bike every second. It sucks that they thought you couldn't run in buildings though, as if your shoes turned into concrete the moment you went inside. But altogether, I don't think anyone would argue giving a 10 out of 10 for all the new features that they added in Generation 3. That score looking pretty close to the high score now. Hope it doesn't get washed out by the final stretch.